What is up YouTube, and welcome to this What If Episode 3 breakdown, Easter eggs and spoiler review. While the last two episodes have been pretty darn self-contained, I do feel like this episode is really leading up to something, or is the start of something. It is the start of something new. No, sorry, I am in a HSM binge at the moment and I do apologise. Where I'm not exactly sure this is going, but hey, it's a setup. I wasn't too sure about this episode as it moved a mile a minute and was a pretty cool whistle-stop Phase 1 tour. However, the impact of Tony Stark's death at the start was really shocking. However, subsequent Avengers deaths did really make me numb by the end of this Avengers bloodbath. We open with Tony Stark after his meltdown, and he's at the donut shop, and it's a pretty much shot-for-shot remake of Iron Man 2, even with a little thing that takes the edge off. But here, it takes his life off. I'm sorry. But yeah, he's killed by Hank Pym, furious that his daughter was killed, and blames Nick Fury for it. I really love this unhinged Hank Pym. It really did remind me of the Ultimate Universe version of Hanky. Now, Hope died in a mission in Odessa, and we know that she was frustrated with not being allowed to be a hero in the Ant-Man movies after her mother's death. So in this world, she was pushed towards Nick Fury. She died on a mission in Odessa 2 years ago. Now, there was a mission around that time that exists in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which was the mission Natasha encountered the Winter Soldier on in 2009, where she needed to extract someone. Which, yes, it could be that one. A very deep cut there. Now, Hank has decided to strike off each one of the Avengers from the initiative in revenge for this, is starting with Tony, as Natasha is blamed for it. I like how she's just with the Hydra guys there. You have Crossbones in front, which is similar to Cap in the lift with them, and she escapes. I cannot be the only one who bought the Crossbones pop vinyl. Very excited, only for him to get yeeted out of pretty much everything at the start of Civil War. Now, as Tony Stark is dead, there is no need to keep him under house arrest, and Coulson and Fury this time are free to go to the location of Thor's hammer, except Hank has targeted Muscle Beach Thor. Now, Coulson, I adore. I won't have a word said against him. We stan Coulson. But the writing, yeah, this ain't it, Chief. Seriously, if you're going to write Coulson, get some of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guys, because chef's kiss, it was amazing. Now, Thor is, dead. Little does Clint know he's about to have a small man on his arrow. Years before he fired Ant-Man an arrow, and, well, Hank kills him and then kills Clint as well. Not sure why Fury didn't believe Clint right away, based on Natasha obviously not being the murder suspect. Now, we see her go to Culver University, and it seems like all of Phase 1 is happening concurrently, with Iron Man 2 just before the Incredible Hulk, which in my opinion is the most underrated MCU movie of all time. I mean, you could say Ant-Man, which, oh god, I just love that movie, but Hulk, Incredible Hulk, Edward Norton, oh my god, he was just superb in that role. And yes, Mark Ruffalo, I'm not a fan. I'm sorry, guys. Please comment instead of just disliking. Let me know what your thoughts on that are. Now, she goes to Betty, and I loved how Natasha, the super spy she is, clocked the Spencer's Pizza uniform that Bruce used to make contact with her in The Incredible Hulk. How insane is it that we haven't had Liv Tyler back in the MCU? She is an absolute icon. However, Ross has turned up just like the movie to take out Bruce, and, well, I believe at this point he unleashed Abomination. Very timely with Shang-Chi and Abomination's return next week, when Shang-Chi does hit cinemas next week. I have seen it. It is absolutely stunning. Start to finish. I did not want that movie to end. Awkwafina and obviously our lead man just absolutely destroyed and crushed that role. It is one of the best MCU movies in a couple of phases. Obviously, discounting, Infinity War, Endgame, and the Spidey movies, because the Spidey movies are my favourite. It turns out that the injection was not the problem, as we knew at the end of the episode, and she looks up files only to be attacked by Hank Pym, with Loki also coming to Earth to avenge his brother. Now, he is now, I presume, next in line to the throne, and I'm sure Odin is more than happy for him to invade Midgard to find his brother's killer. Coulson pleads with Nick, as Loki is literally the reason the initiative was set up, or at least people like Loki, that is. And he even considers calling the person who inspired it all along, which was Carol Danvers, and goes for the beeper in the glove compartment, just like the Infinity War post-credits scene. I like how he clocks its hope, and it felt a bit convenient there. It was a weird one. The pacing was really off. And he makes a deal with Loki, who pretends to be Nick, as Hank arrives in the yellow jacket suit, which looks badass. It's a bit weird, as in the MCU, Darren Cross made this suit himself. So I imagine this is just a change where Pym made this suit himself, like in the comics. And of course, Hank Pym has had a wild ride of different code names and personas. However, he's bested by Loki and is taken away, as Loki presents himself to the UN in an eerily similar scene to when T'Challa showed everyone the truth of what Wakanda really is. And, well, instead of trying to unite and work with the world, Loki has taken over Earth just like he wanted. With no actual Avengers, he is free to waltz in and take everything. Now, Fury goes to the only man who can possibly help, and that is, yes, our boy, Captain America, who is still frozen, and I kind of wish it was Captain Carter continuing on from episode 1, but Carol also appears, and boy, I just wish that she would appear in more MCU properties going forward. She seems like such a huge character, and I really do want her to be based on Earth, which I would imagine she would be now that, Sword are a proper thing, and she worked with Sword in the comics. These Avengers will be used to take out Loki, and it could be why we never saw the King Loki from the trailers in the actual Loki TV show. But that is it for this video. Let me know what you think on this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favourite Easter egg? Was there something I missed? Let me know. I'd love to hear all of it down in the comments. I hope you have an amazing day, and if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe with notifications on. Go and do something positive and just say to someone that, well, you made my day great just by one little thing. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.